So for this week's project, I have this little, I really don't know what to call this. I was going to call it like a little hunting knife, but it's actually more just like a mini Bowie knife. Although I've already done that video, this is more like a modern, I don't know, EDC Bowie knife, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to call it. You've already seen the title, you know what it is, probably. Anyway, so forged 5160 spring steel. Handle is a G10. I actually really like the way that turned out. I still have a few marks on it from where I used the flap disc on an angle grinder to shape it. But other than that, actually turned out really smooth. Got this hole back here. I was wanting to be more of a stainless steel look, but it turns out the 357 Magnum shell casing I was using wasn't actually steel like it looked. It was brass with like a coating on it or something. So it's a little off color, but honestly, other than that, I really like the way this thing turned out. Just a nice little knife. Handle's a little big for me, but I made this for a friend of mine, and he's got much bigger hands than I do. So either way, I think he's gonna love it. Just this nice little kind of tactical-ish looking knife. He's kind of likes those over the more like older ones that I make usually. I said usually way too much in this, I think. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, nice little knife. I hope you enjoy the video. See you next time.
Okay, so I got the base shape of my knife forged out. I sanded it flat just so I kind of have something to work with while I'm grinding the rest of it. What I'm going to do is take my angle grinder, basically just refine the shape a little bit, use the belt sander, kind of get a little more refined shape, of course. Grind in my bevels, then drill some holes for well, they're actually going to be screws, but that's getting a little ahead of myself. Of course, it's a bit big for me, but I'm also made it for a friend of mine whose hands are quite a bit bigger than mine. So hopefully I can get it sized about right. Okay, so my original plan was to like etch all of this, make it dark, but honestly, I just kind of like the way it looks, just regular. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this G10 that I have, drilled all my holes ahead of time, and gonna put it in. I scored both sides, some JB weld. These will fit stainless steel tube, which I will thread and put screws in. And in this big hole at the bottom fits stainless steel 38 special cartridge that I have. So that'll be kind of a ring at the bottom. I sometimes will do these with like just different random shells that I have lying around. I wanted that one though because it's, you know, not brass, and most ones have a brass. So that one's gonna be there. Gonna glue it up real quick, clamp it, and get back to you tomorrow once I'm ready to shape.
Okay, so sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse. I just got over being sick. Anyway, I got my scales on here, and I'm gonna take my flap disc, shape it up a little bit. I went ahead and trimmed off everything. If my camera will focus, there it goes. Already trimmed up everything with my angle grinder. Now look at that, I think that might actually be brass. Whoops. Either way, gonna clean it all up, then just sand it smooth. Then of course put my screws in there too.